Now to abortion bans. They're popping up in states across the country after the Supreme Court ended federal protections. And that's pushing some women to cross state lines to access abortion care. Tonight, Emily Longnecker kicks off our big story with one case that brought protesters to the Statehouse steps today.
Amidst a sea of signs at Wednesday's abortion rights protest at the Statehouse, one seemed to sum up the fears many in this crowd have about the future of being able to get a legal abortion in Indiana, no matter what the circumstances are surrounding a pregnancy.
Abortion laws attack women like you!
The sign spelled out a recent situation where reportedly a pregnant 10-year-old from Ohio was denied an abortion there, just days after the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. So the child had to travel across state lines to Indiana to get one after a child abuse doctor in Ohio reached out to doctors here.
That's so heartbreaking that they can force a 10-year-old child to give birth to another child. How do they expect someone who isn't even the age of consent? How can they force them to have a child? That's what I really don't understand.
Again, this is not a political issue. Abortion care is health care, and we need to keep it in that arena.
Abortion is health care!
Dr. Caitlin Bernard is an OBGYN in Indianapolis who helped organize this pro-choice rally last week for medical professionals.
This week, Bernard met with lawmakers at the State House and says she plans to testify during that special session when legislators are deciding the future of abortion in Indiana.
It's important to tell our patients' stories as much as we can.
Bernard wouldn't address published reports that said she was the doctor who provided care to the 10-year-old from Ohio, but did say doctors here are seeing more patients from states where abortion has already been banned or severely restricted.
We've seen an influx in travel, particularly in states that have passed abortion bans like Ohio and Kentucky, and we will continue to do them until, we're not able to anymore.
Since the story about the 10-year-old from Ohio was first reported, several media outlets have also picked it up, enough that those gathered at Wednesday's protest said it was one of the reasons they felt so passionate about being here, standing for hours in 90-degree temperatures to make sure Indiana legislators heard them loud and clear.
We will not stand down. They mess with the wrong generation. We will stand up for what's right, and we will stand up for our rights.
The legislative special session is just about 3 weeks away on July 25th. And so far, Republican lawmakers haven't revealed any specific plans for future restrictions. Currently, Hoosiers can still get an abortion if they're less than 22 weeks along. But Governor Holcomb says lawmakers have an opportunity to make progress in protecting the sanctity of life, and that's exactly what they plan to do. A ban of some sort is expected, and insiders within the Republican Party tell us exceptions will likely be few and far between, mainly in cases of rape, incest, or risk to the mother's life.
A new poll just released from the Pew Research Center suggests most Americans disapprove of the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade. More than 6,000 U.S. adults were polled between June 27th and July 4th. 57% say they disagree with the decision, but it's sharply divided along partisan lines, with only 29% of Republicans disapproving versus 82% of Democrats. Women were also more likely to disapprove than men. This poll also found 62% of people overall believe abortion should be legal in all or most cases. It also includes a breakdown of how people responded based on their state's abortion restrictions. You can find that out right now on WTHR.com.